Hey, what's going on everybody? Desir here with a Dark Dimension video for you. In this video we're going to be tackling Node 4, which is the first city node, and from what I've seen, it doesn't look too terrible, so we're going to be going for that one shot. The characters that I decided to go with are going to be two members from the Spider Society team, so Spider-Man Pavitra and Spider-Man War. I have Ghost Rider Robbie, who's pretty much the king of the city section. I have Vulture and Spider-Man Big Time. So I did do a few resets just to make sure I knew what I was getting into later on. Right off the bat, I did decide to target one of the Gwenpools and use Spider-Man War's ultimate followed by Vulture's ultimate. It's really important to come in here with your full cooldowns available if you end up taking them into that non-restricted section. Having Vulture's ultimate and Ghost Rider Robbie's abilities right off the bat, it's going to help you a lot. So right here, instead of opting to do Ghost Rider Robbie's ultimate, I decided to go for the special. I was going for the ability block, instead I ended up killing her, but I still got the bleeds on 4 characters that were adjacent to her, so that still gets me that turn meter for the Ghost Rider Robbie. Once the Black Cat does get taken care of, I shift my attention over to the left side of the field, basically the ones that have the Mephisto glow on them, as their abilities and stats usually are changed. Right now the wave is feeling pretty comfortable. I don't really need to burn too many abilities, so I am just going to burn anything that has a low cooldown, and then use basics to get ready for the next wave to come down. Now that the next wave dropped down, it's 3 things and an Agent Coulson. So it's not too terrible. I'm still going to kind of follow the same method. I'm going to try to take out the characters that's currently low on health, like the Gwenpool right there. For Ghost Rider Robbie, I do opt to just use the basic here. I don't feel it's useful to use the ultimate when I feel that another wave will be coming down shortly. After the dagger ended up dropping, now the real wave ended up coming down. So we have a Kang along with Absorbing Man and Agent Venom. Now I opt to use that ultimate from Ghost Rider Robbie. I follow that up with a basic into that Absorbing Man, and now I need to pick and choose my targets. One of them did end up bleeding out already. I do want to get rid of that Silver Surfer eventually, but I think I'm doing pretty good damage to him just from the splashes. With Ghost Rider Robbie, I do end up using the special into the Kang so that way you can get that ability block on him. You want to make sure that you control him so that way he doesn't keep popping off on you. Spider-Man Pavitra's up. I target that Kang and use the ultimate. I'm able to get a lot of rebound chains from that move, and I'm able to do quite a bit of damage and take out some pretty big threats. Now that I have most of the wave controlled with a lot of bleed effects, I'm going to start prepping my abilities for that next wave again. The Kang did end up dropping out, and now I'm shifting my attention over to some bigger threats like the Cloak, especially with the dagger dropping down. For Vulture's turn, I do opt to use the special into the fresh Cloak and dagger that ended up dropping down. I wanted to try to get some slows on them to get some nice control on them before they started going off using their ultimates on me. So as you see, a lot of the city section right now is pretty much do your quick burst damage and then cool down with your damage and just start doing your basics so that way you can prep your abilities for the following wave. A lot of these characters are dropping very quickly. I was pretty surprised at how squishy they were. Because we were able to use just our basic abilities, we were able to start building up our special and ultimate abilities for this wave that ended up dropping down. The Spider-Man Pavitra doesn't have his ultimate ready, however we do have a special, so I'm going to use that into the Shang-Chi because he's going to be a pretty big threat on this wave. Another big threat I want to take care of is going to be that Tigra. So I'm going to shift my attention over to the right side of the field once we get rid of that Shang-Chi. For Ghost Rider Robbie, I do end up doing the special into the Dark Beast, mainly because he has that ability block and I'm able to get that splash damage into the Tigra and the Nemesis. Because I have most of this wave under control right now, and we are near the end of this node, I'm going to start conserving a lot of my bigger abilities. So I don't mind spending like the Vulture special that I used earlier, and the Spider-Man Big Time specials, but from there, I'm just going to focus more on using basic abilities. The main reason for that is because we are so close to clearing this out, I want to make sure I have more of my abilities ready. I should be able to take out this Nemesis and the Abomination by just doing the basics and the bare minimum damage. I'm also not worried at this point if I end up losing anybody, mainly because there was so much time between the non-restricted nodes and the city nodes that I was able to get my Dark Dimension heals back up, so whoever I end up losing, such as that Spider-Man Noir, and I will be losing Ghost Rider Robbie here shortly, I'm just going to revive them back up, then we're going to go right into node number 5. So there it is, we were able to do the one shot on node number 4 for the city section. I did 133.99 million damage, so that is a full one shot. I'm really satisfied with the team that I ended up taking in here. I was really on the fence about bringing Spider-Man Big Time. However, with me putting in Spider-Man Big Time, it saved me a lot more time to get through Dark Dimension 7 based on my global and cosmic section. Plus the buffs that they currently have in War and where I've been using him in Cosmic Crucible, he ended up being a really good investment for me. As far as my current rank goes, I'm at 582 through the first 4 nodes. So I'm making fairly good time right now. I'm going to jump right into node number 5 for the city section, and that should jump me up even more. Again, I'm trying to aim for top 500 for Dark Dimension 7. I think that's a realistic number for me based on where I'm currently at in the game and how much headway I'm actually making through Dark Dimension 7. If you do end up liking this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.